What is going on YouTube? DanCT860 here with a deck profile update of my heroes. Um, I went back to heroes because I got rid of a lot of my older decks, my other decks. Um, and heroes have actually been doing pretty well since the downgrade of Cosmos severely, and with the upbringing of pendulums, due to the fact that Master of Pendulums, or Pendulum Master, the structure deck came out with all the new Magician cards, which are interesting. I'm thinking of a deck to run utilizing some of the cards out of that structure deck. Um, so maybe you'll see a different deck profile in the future. But for now, to all my hero fans, my all the people that just go Hero Nation, Free Stratos, all that kind of jazz. This is a deck profile that combats the pendulums pretty as well as the Cosmo matchup pretty well. But this list I'm going to change after this deck profile, just a little bit, not too much, but uh, this is just what I've been working on since my last deck profile. So, first we have all these little tokens that I use, the little baby versions of the Neospatians. 3 Trap Tricks. Um, you'll see that I run quite a few of the Trap Hole cards. Damn new sleeves, always sliding all over the place. Now for the heroes, 3 Shadow Mist. That's always a given. You need to have 3 Shadow Mist. 2 Bubbleman, and 2 Summoner Monk. That's all I run. I don't like to play Goblinberg anymore. The thing about this deck is either you want a normal summon, a Remelio, or the Summoner Monk, and then special summon with the Summoner Monk. And with Remelio, you just add a Trap Hole card, and that has your protection for your Remelio to survive for whatever card you come up with next and make better plays. So, let's go with the spells now. Spells, I run 3 Hero Lives. This is a necessary need, necessary evil, or a necessary setback card for heroes. You have to run this at 3. Opening this and Mermelio is like the best play because you have Mermelio, you play this, special summon, you get the mass change, and then you summon Mermelio, search protection for Dark Law and your Mermelio. So, like, it's not like bad at all. Life points is not going to matter at all once you're winning. Then of course you run your 3 mass change because you need it. Then I run 3 MSTs. I kind of want this run to bump down to 3, but going into game 1 with pendulums, they always want you to go first, which is always good for heroes because you want to set up your field first, and making sure you open at least one of this against a pendulum heavy deck, it's great to stop their scales. Then I play 3 upstart goblins just for speed and more fodder for your Summer Monk. And then 3 Instant Fusion because I run Norden and I want to see this as fast as I can because you can utilize it with Shadow Mist's effect very well. Then for the one Regeki and 1 Mass Charge. I kind of want to bump this up to 2, but at 1, lately I have been just like top decking this like a boss, and it has been really sacky for my opponents just to come back with 1 Dark Law on the field and win from there because they waste so many resources getting rid of the first one. It's like hilarious. Now for the traps, it's kind of heavy. It's kind of how Heroes has been. 3 Mirror Force. It kind of goes hand in hand with the Gregeki that Dark Law plus Board Wipe is like the best combo you could ever do. Then I run 3 Call of Haunteds. I think you need to maximize on Call of Haunted. I even want to run Oasis of Dragon Souls at the same time just to get your Shadow Mist off as much as you want. But honestly, um, I would stick with only 3 Call of Haunted base cards at max, because you never want to just clog your hand with too much of this. This is actually going to be replaced with Oasis Dragon Souls for better defensive plays early in the game. This, I would say, is better in the OTK moments and late games when you need to push. So yeah, there's too many defensive plays that actually come up. 2 Grand Horn of Heaven, Pendulum base format. You gotta run this card, especially in Heroes. This in Heroes is very, very, very good, just because Darklaw will get that +1 for them out of their hand, and it'll move on to their next standby phase. It's surprising to know that not a lot of people know what the hell this card does. Not a lot of people know what it is. It's crazy. Like, I've been playing on DN so much, and people actually have to read this, take like 2 minutes of reading this just to process what just happened when I flipped this on them, and they're just like, well, great, I get the draw, and they forget that they move on to the next standby phase or the next phase. 2 Time Space Trap Hole. This is a very good card at the moment. You see, like I said early on, the life point cost does not do anything to you if you're winning the game. So yeah, the 1 Bottomless. That's the last search for Marmelio. Then the 1 Solemn and the 1 Vanities that you have to play. That's it for the main deck. Let's go with the extra deck first. For the extra deck, 2 Darklaw, best hero card ever made, in my opinion. Actually, no, that's a lie. Ab-Zero is probably the best hero card ever made. This would be second for sure. 1 Anki, 1 Acid, 2 Norden, and that's it for the fusions. For the Exceeds, 1 Castel, 1 Samurai. Samurai is pretty good, but I'm thinking of taking him out when I trade the Call of Haunted for Oasises, just because the thing with me changing also the Call of Haunted to Oasises is because there's too much like field destruction, field wipe cards right now that utilizing its second effect to protect Darklaw from attacks will just like it's not as possible when people want to work around it. 1/101, I'm considering taking this out. 1 Excalibur, this is coming out just because I don't really have trouble with a lot of big attacking decks, just because I can lock them out or stop their summons more easily now, and this hardly ever comes up. And with the Oasises, it's just going to be more dead. Daigousta Armor, this is very key with the minimal little lineup of hero monsters or monsters you have in the deck. You go through your Exceeds pretty fast if they keep disrupting your plays. So, Karen Gorgon, very good card. Ptolemaeus, Diamond, and the Durandal. Yeah, it's just all necessary cards. I'll show the side deck that I've been working with, but it's going to be changing pretty much too for the monsters. I play the Chimera Tech, and for the Chimera Tech I play the Prisma and Cyber Dragon. I believe, in my experience, resolving this once is fairly much enough for a game. So yeah, that's all you need. 3 Ravering Eyes. The only reason I had this in here was because I was actually main decking Performapal Drummerella for the Cosmo matchup, just to beef up my my what's it called, Dark Law for into a 3K beater, so it'd be harder for my Cosmo matchups to beat me. So yeah. 2 memory loss. This was for the Cosmo matchup as well. It does not target, so it does disrupt the big ships. What it does is it negates a face-up attack position monster and puts it in defense. And that's it. And their defense are pretty weak, so Darklaw can run over them. So their ships will not go off if Darklaw successfully attacks through it. 1 Grand Horn, just because. 3 Mask of Restrict. I do not at all like the Magispector matchups, just because their traps can very much take care of Darklaw. So I need this to give me an edge against them. First turn Darklaw against them is very, very damaging still, but their traps are, if they open their traps, they don't need to, they could just get around Darklaw, and it's very annoying to go against that. So I do not like the Magispector matchup at all, even if Darklaw is still good against them. Then the 3 Imperial Iron Walls. Don't be a skeptic at this card, because Darklaw doesn't banish under this card. This is just guaranteed nail in the coffin hate against Cosmos. That is the only reason this is in here, because they can get around the Darklaw just because their ships are beaters. But flipping this on them is just a nail in the coffin. They can't do anything. They will automatically lose unless they have their MST to destroy this. So that is it for the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys try it out. It has done very well for me. You will see changes in the future. Just tinker around with the build as to your leisure, and have fun with it. And let me know what it's done for you guys. I would greatly like to see what you have done with the deck, and what you guys are doing with the deck, and how well is it doing it for you. But anyways, that is all I have, YouTube. Peace out.